Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Okay, right? Hey, check Mega.
Off the play fake, Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards.
I've heard of quick spec offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Running right, here's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, expect someone to catch it. Don't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Young. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got it. And he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yellow, blue. Blue strike. Ready.
Second down. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Fight, kick. Smash, smash. Ready?
Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards.
That part, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. His pass caught at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On 4th down, Love. He'll buy some time right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young. That is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now here's Young. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Watch out for that. My coaches have told me in the past, the biggest teaching point, get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Young on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Young to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, pushing his way through. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one that he flips on the tape. He's like, oh, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Strike. Check strike. Lock ultra. Ready.
Love now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Packers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam, because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Young now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Young. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Ready?
On second down, Love once more. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it.
Touchdown! Packers! Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Jair Alexander. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Throwing, Love. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Play action this time with Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. down the left sideline. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Reed wrestling ahead. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On the double.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On second down, it's Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Looking to throw, Young. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ultra.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This defense better wake up. 2 plays on this drive, and they're already right here.
So far, they've had no answers. So right now, if I'm calling defenses, I'm thinking about how do I free up my best player, my best tackler, and try and create a big play to stop some.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Packers have moved out in front. Carlson's extra point up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. He may go. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. In this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then to give to Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Jones running left. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on.
Sanders has it pumped free.
Wow, that ball was not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And Allen's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Love looking to throw it. Able to find Jones. Bust through the tackle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here's Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Yeah, let's put 6 on the board, fellas!
Now Love. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Panthers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Just like